song in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All my heroes are potheads. So I drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Peter Tosh said got to legalize. All my heroes are potheads.
And yes, welcome back to another episode of Comics on Cannabis, where we hope you sit, smoke, drink, and chill with three of the coolest cats in the podcast world. I am your host, Ed Cho, with the Reverend Bob Levy. Finishing it out, we have Derek Michael. We're going to get into our weekly doings. A lot of new stuff here. There's a new study showing that states with legal marijuana actually has less impaired driving. I think that's kind of cool. The numbers are in for the sale of adult use marijuana in New Jersey. That was very interesting. Very interesting. We'll talk about that. But before we get into that, I want to tell you about our friends at New Jersey Green Room, where they can provide you with all your CBD needs, whether it be flower, tinctures, edibles. They have you covered with locations in Hoboken, Montclair, Jersey City, West Village, Westfield, New Jersey, and of course here in Red Bank. New Jersey Green Room will hook you up with all your CBD needs, whether it be recreationally, medicinally. They have what you're looking for. If you can't make it to any of those stores, don't worry. You can visit them at thegreenroomnewjersey.com. Use discount code DW15 for 15% off all your CBD purchases. New Jersey Green Room, a quality place for your quality CBD. Let's get to it. What's up, Bob?
Nothing. I'm tired. I'm just been painting the last 2 days, and
I can see that you look a little different.
I got no background because I got the green screen down because I have to paint the wall, but the wall looks beautiful, and the studio will be back next week, and everything will be fine.
So we're meant to believe that whenever you do a show, now all your other shows that you do, you're going to have no background.
Probably tonight I won't on Levyland unless I have time to. I can put it up now. It's probably drying. I can probably put it up. So yeah, this is one. You want to start a certain time. Here, this is what happens. Okay.
Hey, look, man. The fans want to know when your house is going to be done. Every week you talk about it, and now I could see that
Houses are never done.
No, look at this, Bob. Bob looks like you, dude. Look like it looks like you haven't slept in like fucking 12 days. Look at you.
I'm tired, but I'm okay. I'm still continue, and the house will be done. Most of the floors will be in by this Friday. Thursday it'll basically be in. The bathroom will be done upstairs by then, and then I have to knock a fence down all around the house and get a new one and get a built-in pool, and then we're done.
And then that's it. So by what? Christmas?
No, I say, and the pool should be in within 3 weeks to a month. I'm not. Otherwise, we're skipping this year. I'm not fucking waiting.
Okay. All right. So you got a lot to look forward to this summer. You're gonna have a brand new house to come home and relax in, you and Gina.
Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you. So you're getting that done. We wish you best on your house, which is awesome. You had shows this past weekend, did you not?
Where was it? Yeah, it was at Governor's, Long Island.
I think I saw a video of you. You were like telling everyone to come see God.
Well, I am God. I proved it each night, and that's all I need to do. I tell them to come and see God, and they come and see God, and they leave going, "Oh, you were right. I never lie."
No. So I guess as far as I'm concerned, with that explanation, you did pretty fucking well at Governor's. It was you and Mr. Brennan, right?
No, they moved Kevin to another room because people aren't ready for us in Long Island on one show, so they moved him to the other one.
No shit, you guys weren't on the same bill?
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean? What are you going to do? But,
well, hold on. So they had two headlines. They had two shows in the different rooms?
They got 3 comedy clubs. So somebody canceled, so they just moved Kevin to another one.
That's why. Somebody canceled. They need another comic there. All right, so that's what it was. It was a tactical move. It wasn't like, hey, you know what? We put Bob and Kevin together. The place is going to explode with funniness.
Oh yeah, it would have, but it still did anyway. But it would have even bigger.
Of course. You get a standing ovation.
They were trying to get up. They wanted to get up. It was close. It was close.
They wanted to get up. Well,
it was. I seen it. Believe me, it was really good. It was really close. I was like, they might get up. They might get up.
Governor's is that's a fun club. So you did like Friday. Because I saw your video there, which I thought was funny. It was a fun little promo that you did there. I thought you calling yourself God, and I was like, yeah, that's Bob. Let's everyone go there.
I'm not calling myself God. I'm just going when people call me.
Very nice. So yeah.
What are you drinking? What are you having? What do you got there?
It's some beer that they gave me. I took it to basically, I don't know. It's not a bad beer. It's pretty darn good beer. It's what is this?
It's a pale ale.
It's a pale ale. It's good beer. I wanted something that my mouth was dry, man. I had a little cotton mouth, so I needed something to go with this. So it was either water or beer. So I took the latter.
What is it like? What is the flavor like? What?
Oh, fuck you, dude.
What? I'm just asking.
Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed.
You know what? Everyone. Okay. So I opened up the can and I said, "Oh, that's aromatic." And all of a sudden, basically, Bob jumps down my fucking throat saying, "You're gay."
No, he said you were gay. I agreed. There's a difference there. Okay. No, I'm just saying nobody uses words like that. I mean, come on. No, who uses words like that? That doesn't, you know what I mean? Dance with other men. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you do or don't, but that's where you would hear that, and I'd be like, "Oh, I get what he's saying."
Is it my fault I have a vocabulary further than a 4-year-old, unlike Bob here?
It doesn't matter, man. Nobody will ever think I'm gay. You know what I mean? So I can go undercover as gay, and no one will know I'm gay. You know, I can go in, fucking bang some guys, and then leave, and they'll be like, "Hey, that's Lee. He's not gay." You know. So I'm undercover. I can be, you know, you can't go under. You use those kind of words right off the bat. They're like, oh, Ed Child. Oh yeah, the gay guy. Yeah, you know.
He smelled very aromatic.
Hey, hey, fuck you, dick boy. Like you teach. You're a tutor, right? So fake. You teach these words to people, man.
I don't teach these words to men.
You fuck you. What do you do?
In the cooking class, they teach those words.
That's right.
Look, man, what you use aromatic. I don't know, man. I'm a smart guy, and the word just came out. It just came out, and I said aromatic. I'm sorry, you guys couldn't understand.
The word came out. You came out.
Oh,
okay, just keep going. Look, it's okay. It's easy these days for you to walk out of the closet.
Shut the fuck up.
With your aromatic, whatever beer you have. Or
you wish you were this much of a man right here. You're looking at this guy. This guy of a man. God over there.
Look at him fucking drinking his fucking aromatic, whatever the fuck it was, beer.
Shut the fuck up, you loser. You know what? What are you drinking over there? You drinking whiskey? Do you have anything?
I'm drinking tea. I'm a fucking gentleman, you cocksucker.
Oh, okay. You're drinking tea. You're drinking tea. Normally it's like whiskey or fucking, or you're sipping on some type of alcoholic beverage or something.
No, I'll have a whiskey during Levy Land later, only because of the fact it's later. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock. It's like it's time to have a drink after work. You know, I'm a painter now, so I'll have a drink after work. But 5 o'clock, I'm still at work. Basically, I'm just taking a break.
Real men drink all day, man. That's just what we do. So I raise a glass to the real men up there, dude.
But you can't get drunk with that. Do you think you can get drunk by drinking that?
Not just one.
You gotta drink a few of them. I mean, you gotta drink a few.
17.
I don't know. It's a good. I mean, you drink a few of them, you feel good on it. It's a summer beer.
You feel good on what?
Well,
on it. You see what I'm saying? Am I right about it? You were right about this. You called him, and now he's on it after a few drinks. So you feel good on it.
It's. I like drinking beer during the day. I like beer,
especially aromatic beer. You could do some belly shots off a fireman.
Hey man!
Oh God!
You know what, dude?
That's a 3-alarmer you got there. Oh God! Look at you, Ed. We already got the movie made when you come out. I'm telling you, Firehouse Fun with Ed Chow.
It's Ed Chow, you dick
Oh,
ball.
whatever. It's called Levy Land.
This fucking name, you dickhead.
It's called Levy Land, not Levy Land. Fucking, he calls it Levy Land all the time. You don't even know my fucking name. I'm supposed to know yours.
Well, Levy is spelled Levy, and so is Levy. There's no W at the end of fucking Cho, you dickall.
Yeah, but you never heard anybody go the Reverend Bob Levy? No, they don't say that. When they do that, they say it wrong, okay? You know, I'm not going to fucking go, no, it's this all the time. I'm not an egomaniac, but now that I fuck up your name in your first gay appearance in Firehouse Fun with Ed Chow, you know what I mean? He's all down my throat like he is a fireman.
You know, okay, you know what? We keep talking about this. People are going to start associating me with being gay. Nothing wrong with it, but don't want to be associated as being a homo.
Well, what about the that old lady you were dating? We don't know what happened with that. What happened? You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
What old lady?
The little lady you're dragging around by a fucking one good hip to comedy clubs, and you say she's cool.
No, she's
the one with the Adam's apple.
Shut up. No, this girl. We're talking about. I know which girl. The one that showed up at the Stacks comedy show, right?
Well,
you
she
missed.
showed up after I left.
After you
So,
left.
yeah, you know
She
how
was
they
she
say.
was there, right? And you know, I'm still technically like hanging with her, and she's awesome.
Technically hanging.
The girl
What
is
does
awesome.
technically mean?
The girl is awesome on so
He's
many
using
levels.
his vocabulary again.
Oh,
You know,
Jesus Christ.
technically, you know, come on,
Oh,
man. What are you
Jesus
fucking? You know what I mean? You don't. You're not an astronaut. Stop it.
I'm smarter than an astronaut. That's what I am. I'll tell you this.
Henceforth,
He uses all the fucking. You just look at dictionaries and go, "I'm going to use that one tonight." So they think I'm smart. You know, I can do that too, but I can't read.
I educate myself.
you can tell what words he read by the stickiness of the page.
Exactly.
I like to educate myself. I read books, motherfucker. You're gonna have to learn how to read, Bob. You're gonna have to learn how to maybe pick up a book, maybe enunciate some things instead of fucking slurring when you're behind the mic. How about that? I think people laugh at you because they laugh at you. I don't know if they laugh at your jokes.
They laugh
Can
with
they even
me.
fucking understand your jokes? Can they even understand your jokes?
REVGOD. That's me.
Is it? Okay.
I don't miss.
Oh, you can spell your name. Congratulations.
I don't miss like a car going at a fat chick. I don't miss. Okay, never. Okay, if I do miss, it's not my problem. Something bad happened in life.
You did. You know what? You did governors, and you said you had good crowds there. Nobody's getting upset. Everybody was good. I mean, am I correct on that? Like everybody was good with that, right?
Yeah, there was a guy in a wheelchair. He didn't even walk out. Truthfully, I even moved the chair for him so he can back around and talk to the other act before I went on. Like, you know, he was stuck in a corner. They put a chair in the way, and he couldn't. You know what I mean? It was like I couldn't live like that. You know what I mean? Being in the way of everything. It's like a table. He has a table with wheels, and it's just ridiculous.
And he was there, and he enjoyed your show.
Oh, yeah, he did. Maybe that's why I didn't get a standing ovation because he was in a wheelchair.
Well, he couldn't give you one. He would raise his hand. I don't know. How would you actually even do that? That's rough. I don't think you can actually do a show.
You pop a wheelie. Pop a wheelie.
Pop a wheelie.
Yeah. Pop a wheelie.
You don't want to do shows. You don't want to do shows like that because that's really difficult. Like people that like are in wheelchairs or people that like have.
Why? They're humans, aren't they? I mean, Jesus Christ! Do you think he teaches the kids this kind of?
No, I'm just. Do you remember Derek? I actually had a joke one time, which is a God's honest truth, where I did a show.
Now, how do you know it's my truth?
Well, it's
God's honest truth. No, you said God's honest.
Oh wow!
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. I caught it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you caught that. But I remember I did a show and it was there was a bunch of kids that were, I don't want to be not appropriate, but they
trying to get away from you.
They were like, you know, not totally there. And they were like, and I was like, well, how much?
What do you mean? You did it.
They were traumatized.
You did it on Zoom. They weren't really there.
No,
wait, explain that to me. I'm missing the point.
Okay, they were like not. They were mentally slow. And
really? That's weird because nobody has ever put me in that kind of audience to think that maybe my humor would make them laugh. You know,
well, I did a show. I don't know. I did the show when I first started. I did the joke with this. Derek remembers this joke. It wasn't really a joke, but I remember bringing it up, and it was fucked up. Like this is. So I went there. It was their parents and their kids, and they were saying, you know, there's going to be people that could tell jokes. It was more for the parents, I guess. And I remember me going up. And then the kids just laughing before I even said anything.
I can see that.
But you remember this, right? So this wasn't even a joke; it was the truth. So shut the fuck up. So I, you know,
they call me retarded.
Shut your whole mouth. So I went up there, okay, and the kids just started laughing, and I was like, "What are they laughing?" I don't understand. Was it something I was wearing? Was it? And then I turned, I turned to my left. And one of the retarded kids was going like this to his mother. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? When I said that, right? Yeah. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Are you?" And that's why the kids were laughing at me. Like the parents weren't laughing. I don't know if they were, but the kids. I was being laughed at by a bunch of fucking like.
So what you're saying is you had a bunch of mentally challenged children in front of you, and they were laughing at you.
They were making fun of you.
They were making fun. They were making fucking fun of me. You know what I'm saying? So. What are you laughing?
I'm just saying it would be a little, you know what I mean? It's like that's never happened to me either. I've been around mentally challenged people, and they never got the better of me.
You know, well, they can't. They're not gonna laugh. Well, they can laugh at you right now, fucking old guy.
God.
Shit, you wear a diaper. Like what?
Please, so do they.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
But when I see, I don't. That's why when you do these shows where you help out mentally handicapped people
Who
and
does
stuff.
these shows? You do these shows. Don't say when you do nobody else does these shows, but nobody's ever called anyone I know and said, "Hey, I got something," and they call me up. What should I do? Can you write me a few?
No, it could be a benefit show.
jokes.
You wouldn't do a benefit show
for what? For what? Paint chips and fucking glue?
What? No,
what do they need?
I don't know. It was a benefit show for something, man. Like they need something.
They have that best life in the world. They're always happy. Okay, maybe you don't
always
realize
happy.
it.
They're drooling and they fucking walk into walls. Like you tell me why is it a perfect fucking life?
Because they're always happy. I've never seen one not in a good mood. And you know what I mean? They're the happiest people in the world, and it's good because I don't know if you noticed that if you do have being a parent of a retarded child, what happens, this is what happens. I'm not a doctor, but I watch. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm not a doctor, but I watch.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a retarded child and they're like, oh my God, you got a retarded child when he's born, and they're like, oh God, should I keep him? And they're like, no. The doctor says, but the good news is you're going to be living to you're 120 so you can take care of them. You ever notice that a retarded person's parents are like, there's always like a guy about 118 and he's still alive. You see, you live more. God does weird things. I mean, I do.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
So you do that. So you make sure when there's a retarded kid that his parents live to 150.
Because they got to take care of them. You know what I mean? You got to take care of it. And it's just the way things are in life. You know what I mean? That was created for a reason. Because what are you going to do? You can't expect somebody that can't take care of themselves, and some can't, and for them to, where you're going to put them? You know what I mean? You're going to put them in somewhere where somebody's getting paid to take care of you? No.
Yeah, they have those.
All this time, people have been looking for the fountain of youth, and it was a retarded kid.
Truthfully,
exactly.
Right. That's. I'm telling you, have one with the older one. Have a child with the older woman because she's in her 40s, so her eggs are fucking scrambled worse than, you know what I mean? There's no way a fucking normal kid's coming out of her fucking goddamn, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So do the test, and I guarantee you'll be the oldest guy in the United States. Biden.
I'll try. God, you make sure of that. I'll try to have a kid with this girl.
How old is she again?
72.
No, she's 48.
48. There's no way a normal kid's coming out of that at this age. I'm not saying anything bad, lady. I'm just saying it's just the way it is.
I don't think she can have kids anymore. I think she actually, got them all, whatever that thing is.
What is that? Tied? Yeah. And then what happens when it breaks? One comes out and he's fucking licking.
That doesn't happen.
Fence.
Oh yeah, you could break that shit.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Wait, can you? Are you fucking with you guys are fucking with me.
You got to do it right. I mean, you got to do it right. But
well, you can.
Yeah, you got to go deep. You're not with an Asian dick. I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like a regular sized guy. I'm just saying you can
old
break.
Man stick like yours. You fuck.
Yeah. So it's got a limp, but it's okay.
Uh-huh.
The thing is that it can happen.
It can't, dude. It's tied up. Like
it's untied. You untie it. What the fuck?
I don't fucking untie it.
Did shoelaces ever come untied?
Yeah, they're Wonder Bread fucking twist ties. You know what I mean?
That's what they use. Guys.
Dude, the twist ties. It's so simple. What do you think? If I can, come on.
That's not how it fucking works. Yo, this better not be how it works because, like, I'm thinking I'm doing this risk free.
That's what everybody thinks they should do that, and then you have a kid. You know what I mean? Shitting on your lawn. It's gonna happen. I'm just saying. It's not look. Things happen for a reason. They're like, you're too old to have kids. And that's why, God's like, oh, fuck, I was done for the day. And fucking Ed Chow's got to go fucking bang grandma. Yeah.
She's not that fucking old. Jesus Christ, bro.
For a woman, her peak is probably almost 10 years ago.
I would say, dude, I've seen pictures of her when she was younger, and I see pictures of her now. she's much hotter now, believe it or not.
Yeah, well,
It's very rare.
Keep believing that.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's very rare how hot she is. Like,
What if
she's
you were telling me later? If you
No,
were telling me later, would you tell me the same story? I know you're telling them to me right now
what?
that I
Yeah,
should believe it, but later on, if you told it to me later, would I believe that she was hotter now than she was when she was fucking 24?
I've seen pictures of her, man, when she was younger, and she's a smoke show now. She was kind of awkward looking when she was younger.
Like what? Like a
You're saying she was like
Now,
a.
well, she had like bigger hair, and she had that,
like
that.
awkward looking?
Well, she had that weirder hair and stuff when you're in the '80s and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now, she's pretty fucking hot.
Ladies, don't think that we all think the way that Ed thinks, but continue. So she was deformed when she was younger and turned into this beautiful. Wait a minute, what story was that? When did she kiss a frog or something? And I forget the story now.
First of all, she wasn't fucking deformed, okay? She was just not as good looking as she is now. So, normally, and Derek is probably, because I've been friends with him for a long time, and usually I'm like, yeah, you know what? I would say the same thing, where her sexual market value has peaked, and there's no point in even going any further in all that nonsense. But surprisingly enough, I actually found someone that's pretty fucking hot now. That's hotter now than she was when she was younger.
Okay, I got a question for you then.
Surprising.
Okay, how do you like your eggs? Truthfully, just say your eggs.
Probably scrambled
on a plate.
Okay, you know what? I like mine working. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
You like she's working.
Her eggs don't work anymore. It's like if she was a breakfast menu, you'd be like, the egg, no eggs. And what are you gonna order? You know what I mean? Toast. Come on.
No, dude. I'm telling you, she's. You got to meet her. You know what? You have to meet. You'll meet her, and then you'll be like, you know what, Ed? She's actually she's hot.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's deformed like you said she was when she was younger.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah, they got rid of the hump.
Oh man, I never said
that, Derek. Is that not what he said? I mean, I didn't say. We didn't put words in your mouth. You're the one that's called her fucking.
Yeah.
I said that she was weird and awkward looking. Not awkward looking, but
that's
no. She was a little. She's not okay. She wasn't as hot as she is now. And that's very rare that you see a girl in her 20s or even her 30s that's not as hot as a girl in her late 40s. How rare is that? It's very rare. It's like it doesn't happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't just fall from the sky.
To you. It happened to you. It doesn't happen, but it happens to you.
It happened to me. It happened to me. You believe it, motherfucker? That's just the truth, man.
Well, then,
and what are you doing looking at her pictures when she's in the 20s? Like, what are you stalking her? Like, what?
No, she showed me. We were hanging out one time, and I was asking her, and I was like, what were you like when you were younger? And she actually had pictures of her, like, her. I don't know if it was her prom or whatever it was, but she was still pretty when she was younger, but she's just not as hot as she was now.
Sure, we get it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, if that's the case, and what you're saying is true, then you really got the 60s and 70s to look forward to. Right?
Oh, shut the fuck
she's just
up.
getting better and better and better.
Oh God, that's gonna be fucking so hot when you get her and you bend her over a walker. You sick motherfucker! What the hell? This is elder abuse. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I'm actually right now. Everyone is so surprised because normally I'm usually the biggest dick when it comes to that. Am I not, Derek? Like I'm such an like his sister fucking can't stand me because of sexual market value and what I believe
she loves
girls. But well, no, your sister gets upset when she called me misogynistic before the other day. Remember?
Well, you are.
That's not
an insult.
But I'm not talking misogyny right now. I'm actually protecting the female gender by saying, hey, you know what?
One of them.
But that's good to find. You know what? If you could find one
somewhere,
well, you got to find. They exist, man. I mean, there's a lot of like. I mean, there's things out there that are
things.
Now I really want to see a picture of Shrek when she was 20.
I know. I can't wait. This is going to be great. Did she have a wheel she ran around in a cage?
Shut up.
I mean, the way you explain this woman, you're like, this is a catch.
This is a catch, man. This. I'm telling you, this girl's got, dude. She's smart. She's fucking hot.
And when she came out from under the bridge,
hey,
it was beautiful.
What do you find?
Hey Tony, look at me on the bridge. Hey Tony, look at me. Fucking Saturday Night Fever. Remember that?
Yes, I
Hey
do, asshole.
Tony, look at me, Tony. Look at me.
Fucker. Let me ask you a question, Bob. What do you find hot? And don't say Gina. Don't give me obvious. Like,
I
don't give me
wasn't
stuff.
about to, you
Okay.
fucking psycho.
No, I could see you being like, well, and then basically her
No,
being like, oh, Bob. So what do you think is hot? Give me what Bob Levy thinks is hot. Who's your Hollywood chick that you let
there
the
is
fuck?
no Hollywood chick. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, look.
Who do you find hot?
You have to have nice eyes that stare at you and not look away or one point another way, and you have to have a nice ass on you, and you have to be, you can't
Aromatic.
be aromatic, and you can't be over certain pounds. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I can't. You know what I mean? I fucking been moving furniture all day. I'm gonna be doing it later. No, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm painting. I'm moving fucking desks. I can't even fucking lift it. Now you want me to have sex with something that heavy?
You
No.
would have sex with a fat chick. I know you would.
Dude, I don't think I've ever did.
You're so full of shit.
No,
I
have to live with my dick. I'm not going to be fucking getting yelled at by it.
You've never fucked a fat chick just to make your ego feel better?
No, I mean,
in your whole life, in your whole fucking 150 years, like you've never fucking make yourself feel better.
I don't understand how that one equates to the other person.
Exactly. Even when I was in Transylvania, I did not fuck a big woman. Okay, no, I never did. I don't go looking for that. You know what I mean? It's like you go out and you look at it and you're like, oh God, okay, I thought that was the wall. And you just move on. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going to go talk to her. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I'd like to buy her dinner tonight and spend $800. No, you don't think that way.
What if I had a fat chick with a pretty face?
It doesn't matter, man. You know what I mean? It's like you got it fucking, you buy a car that looks good with no engine, you're fucked.
Well, I mean,
I'm not a mechanic either. I'm not a doctor or a mechanic.
I can understand it. I'm just saying, man, like as you know, you lived a long life, Bob. You lived a long life. So I'm just thinking to myself, within that time period, I just can't see you not being.
Geez, you're missing it. The reason I lived a long life because the fat chick never fell on me and fucking killed me. I don't give it. I don't give it the opportunity. What the fuck's the matter with you?
All right, so that's cool. So you have no examples. Bob has no examples of what's good. So she's got to have a good ass. She can't be fat. Like you have no examples like that.
Like
Kim Kardashian is kind of weird.
No, she's disformed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think she's a little weird looking, personally.
She's clogged so many toilets with that ass. There's no doubt that she has the plumber's number on her fucking phone. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? But no, it's like who like the size of somebody. Phoebe Cates.
Ah, okay. Phoebe Cates in how hot she was in Fast Times.
No, today. Yeah, when you would be dating her.
Oh, shut up! Yeah, you know what? I bet she's hot. I don't know. I don't know what she looks like now.
The only one that's hot today is Susanna Hoffs, the one from the Bengals or whatever. She's still hot. She's still fucking hot.
She's still hot, Susanna Hoffs.
Yeah.
Hey Christian, can you pull up Susanna Hoffs for me?
She's fucking hot. She can still sing. She follow her on Facebook. She might follow you back. She only has like 50,000 people.
Susanna Hoffs. Hold on, here it is. Let's see.
She's fucking hot.
Pop her up for the audience. Yeah, let's pop her up on the audience so the audience can see her.
What do you think?
Let's see. Well, we're gonna put her up on the here, and everybody who watches, if you comment and think she's still. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, she actually is still pretty fucking hot.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's what's good. You know, you can look at the one there all the way to the middle, all the way to the right. That's probably a newer picture of her with that suit jacket on. And keep going all the way to the end, all the way to the end. Now go all that way. There you go. That's probably her.
Oh, look at that.
Now. Yeah.
You know, she is still pretty fucking hot. How old is she? She can't be that old.
87.
Shut up. How old? No. How old? I'm going to guess the over-under for me is she's
60s.
No, I'm gonna say
No, late 50s.
double
early
double
60s.
double nickel.
63, I'd
Double,
say.
There you go.
I say double nickel.
She
55.
might be more than 63, actually. Check it out, but she's somewhere around
Oh,
there.
63.
She is?
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah, I said
stalker.
early
Huh?
60s.
Holy,
God.
holy, she's 60. Yo, all right. So, all right, Bob comes through.
Yeah.
You came through pretty good, man. That's that's
She
actually
is still hot, and
that's not bad.
she is 63, but even her
not bad.
was
Mhm.
still better looking when she was 25.
Yeah, she was. That's
Well,
why
yeah.
your facts have they're
No,
just totally
look,
wrong.
there are people that exist out there that I do believe
Defy.
No, well, dude, okay, maybe the picture I saw was a little bit off. That's very possible. But the pictures I saw, she was hotter. She's hotter now than she was back then. That's just what I'm saying. So it could be the pictures, but yes, I mean, in today's normal world, yeah, if you're in your 20s,
Mhm.
you're gonna be hotter. You're more
But she would have
fertile,
been hotter
softer.
to you. She would have been
Softer.
hotter to you back then if you were dating her back then. And if
That's
you
right.
seen a picture of her in the future, you'd be like, ooh, but you're not dating her then. You're dating her now. So you're throwing this whole thing together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to agree with you and go, yeah. That's happened once. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Just for the record here, I just want to know. I consider myself lucky that there's someone that's aging like like wine and not like milk. Like I found someone here that's actually that it looks okay. I think she's pretty.
Okay.
She's fucking hot to me. She's fucking hot.
But she looked okay a second ago. You just said she looks okay.
No, she's hot. She's hot. Well, okay, because you guys are making it sound like that. Because she's like 48, she should look like a fucking like.
No,
We never said that.
What you're describing is what happens when we're really young, right? There's that girl you were picking on, or you didn't think she was pretty, and then you go to high school and you see her, haven't seen her in 10 years, and all of a sudden she's hot.
That can happen, but that's a younger,
Yeah. We're not
Still-
talking 4 decades.
yeah.
Look, I mean, look, Bob. Now there's a point where Bob has to meet her. So I'm gonna make it a point to like, look, here she is, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, and then you're gonna see something stupid like Ed says you were hotter when you were like, not than you were when you're younger. Like said you were fucking weird looking when you were younger.
Well, why, you know what I mean? This is what you said. Why would I know anything else? You know what I mean? So I would bring up what I know, and then we move on to another conversation.
Great. This is great.
Just show him 2 pictures. Show him one from back in the dungeon and one today.
Go get him right now.
I don't fucking have them, dude. What the? I don't fucking. Why would I have her pictures from fucking high school and shit? I don't have
You
any pictures.
did.
I don't know. They weren't my pictures. It's not like she gave them to me. Like I saw they were in her phone or something.
Oh, she didn't send you them?
No, he was going through her phone,
Oh,
as you can hear what's going on now, which
I
was
see.
probably in the bathroom.
That
He
makes
looked at it. He tried to take pictures of it so he'd have it on his phone, and she came back. Ed, stop it.
Exactly. That's the weirdo Ed is right now. That's the weirdo. I go into the girl's phone so I can basically look at pictures of them when they're like in their 20s and compare to what they are now.
Don't you have to go to the bathroom? Don't you have to pee? You had 3 drinks. You just fucking move it. And she's like, oh, yeah, I do. And then you grab the fucking phone.
Hey, man, how'd you know?
Because it's just logic, you know what I mean? It's just you look at all the excuses you're making and all this, and then you don't have the pictures that you've seen. Oh, I've seen her younger pictures, but now I look to her, to her phone. Come on, dude.
I'm gonna get pictures for you, Bob. I'm gonna get pictures of you, Bob. That I want her. I want you to see pictures, and you make the comparison. I was actually supposed to see her this weekend. Like she was supposed to come. I wanted her to come to this show I did in Morristown.
Did she die?
She didn't die. No,
Okay.
she didn't die. She was
She
doing
is old.
something.
Okay, for women, they don't live as long as they used to.
She made plans with another penis.
Look, she was
Even-
some
Imagine she's dating all
confirmation.
these fucking young Asian guys.
Oh, wow. Oh, an Asian cougar.
I fucking
There you go.
no one compares to me, man. I like when it comes to Asian men, I am the apex. That's what you're looking at right now, the apex of Asian men.
Wow.
That's it. That's right. Take a good long gander. You too. Everybody's here. Take a gander. This is what an apex Asian guy looks like. It's not
Okay.
Jackie Chan.
So it doesn't get any better than that.
What? You put it like that, just so simple. I was like, but yeah, I wanted her to come to this show, which was kind of cool. It was like it was a single. It was cool. It was a single show, which was very easy. Like single shows are
Single shows, like single people.
Yeah, I did the show, and then I didn't know it was a single show, and it was cool. There was a lot of
You
people.
didn't even know they were retarded the last show. Were they single retarded people now?
I found out it was some singles thing because some singles group put it all together, and when I found out about it, it was like, all right, this should be easier because I think single people that want to meet people just want to laugh. So even if you're not that funny, they're gonna laugh just to laugh. And it was great though because I was making fun of them, saying that they're all ugly because they're single, and everybody was just kind of having this really good vibe. And God, that's really what comedy shows should be, man. It was amazing that you could have said boo because I think people wanted to meet other people just organically, because it was a singles thing. So if you laugh, I think it's just easier. But it was just what a great what a great show. But I don't know. I think once again,
maybe they're all single because they didn't get better looking as they got older.
Yeah, that happens to some people.
Yeah.
There's a rumor there's only one that happened to, that they got better looking as they got older.
That's right,
That's
and I'm with
heard.
her.
Yeah.
That's right, and I'm with her. So that's you guys. What can I say, man? I got that one. Feels pretty fucking good.
Good for you.
That one.
I
But I wish you came to that show. It was a fun, good show. Bob would have. You actually. Well, you've done single shows. You've done these shows for singles.
Never.
Really? Ever?
Never.
No kidding. Wow. You look at you. You don't do specialized shows. You just do shows. You're just you're just a special kind of guy.
I know too much about marriage. I've been married 4 times. Why would I be at a singles place?
Just to do a show. I did a Bridgestone show when it was up north.
Nobody asked me.
It was at Reds, and there was a singles thing there, and it was a fun show. And I was like, they just want to laugh. It's easy. It's easy peasy. Now, if I ever hear that it's a show where a singles group is putting it in, it's just an easy peasy show.
It's easy peasy.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Why? Where do you come up with the? Are we in a saloon in 1940?
Here we go.
I mean, truthfully, I just don't. What book was that in that you read?
What easy peasy? I don't know. You never heard that saying before?
I have, not since fucking a movie from 1940.
Oh shit! Derek, you want to help me out on this? You heard easy peasy?
I've heard it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, but you don't see Derek chiming in because you know what? It's thrown around here and there, except for someone like you, Bob, that basically doesn't get doesn't get the the lingo or the.
Nothing's really easy peasy in life. I don't want
It's
the people
usually
to
followed
think
by
it
lemon squeezy.
Yeah. You see, and then it gets into a song, and then next thing you know, you're blowing a guy. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, so what happened with the weed, the seals and weed? Because I still haven't gotten edibles yet, so I have to smoke.
So
I can't. I'm not waiting in a line for an hour.
You shouldn't. I'm
Hey,
glad.
hey, does anybody know? Do they deliver? Can you buy online and have them deliver it?
That would be fucking.
No, I think
great.
they're putting together an app that.
So they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have it in Colorado, whatever. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Bob. So check this out, which I was kind of really oddly disappointed. The numbers that were out during when they made it legal, it was $2 million on the first day of sales. That's it.
That's not bad for Jersey. I mean, you had a short window to buy it, like an hour.
I don't know why. I think you're probably right, Bob. But I don't know. I just really thought that it was. I thought we were just gonna see astronomical numbers. I mean, maybe I was wrong. Obviously I was wrong.
Well, I couldn't get in line because it was going to close, so it would have been 2,100,000. You know what I mean? So how many other people like me couldn't get weed because the place was you get an hour to get in.
Wait, this was at every dispensary, or this was one dispensary made $2 million in a day?
No, it says here more than 12,000 customers bought almost $2 million worth of recreational cannabis on the first day of recreational.
And how many dispensaries are there?
12.
All right, so you divide that by 12. That's still a lot of money. I mean, imagine.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but I guess I had this grand number of like it's legal. We're at that point now where people could just smoke it and enjoy it and take it medicinally. And I don't know when I heard 2 million. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. I don't know why. I just really thought just you know,
Well, still a
I
lot
was
of people
expecting
have
like this
dealers,
crazy amount of money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, people have their cards, people have dealers, and people didn't want to wait in line. And you look at it like that, and the numbers are pretty good. They're going to go up each week once it becomes more available, which it should be.
Right. Well, I wasn't. I think a big thing that they had was were they because people are taking it now recreationally. Okay, so I think how it works is like they have to make sure there's enough medicinally.
Mm,
I'm saying like that's first and foremost.
yeah.
Then recreationally. So I think there's a big thing there where you want to hope that there's even enough of it because
I remember when I looked at the site for the one by me, which is what's it called? Zen Leaf, Zen Garden, something like that.
yeah,
Mhm.
It's Zenleaf.
Zen Leaf, yeah, that's the one by me. And I remember they had a whole bunch. They had like 6 different strands or 7 different strands
Mhm.
on the website on the day that they had opened recreational sales. And then I looked back the following day, they had one.
Wait, what?
They had one strand left
Mhm.
that they were selling. There was some Verona
Yeah, but how long were they open? Like
uh that weekend. They were open that the opening weekend, and then
Mhm.
the evening of the second day, they were out of everything except for one strand.
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, once again, I think I said it before too. The weird thing is, I think people just bought it just to buy. So you know what I'm saying? Like nobody really cared what they were. It could have been sour diesel. It could have been all different types of things. But
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's good now. You can
buying
give
it,
it as Christmas gifts now.
you can give it as anything you want. You can do it. They're packaged great. Give it to
That's what I'm saying. Like it changes everything. It changes everything. You just go there, get a bunch of weed. It's like, oh, sorry, ma, I forgot your birthday. Here.
well,
I'm trying to picture Ed's mom on that. Wow,
here you go, mom. Bam.
your mom would be a cooking mad woman.
Yeah, you know what the weird thing is about this? It's a great gift.
It is. It really is.
It's an amazing. If Bob said, "Ed, happy birthday," and he got me like this, that's a great fucking gift. It really is. I mean, maybe not for your mom, but overall, it's a great.
You know what? You're
fucking gift.
saying that now like it's out of control, but give it a few years. You understand? And you'll see they're going to have everyone's going to be smoking because of the fact that it's good for you.
Mhm.
So it's not, right now we think it's crazy, but when you go to shows and you say, who smokes, a lot of people that are, you didn't think they were, like in their late 60s and 70s are smoking.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. And well, they were exactly. They were smoking. What's great thing is people that are older now in their 80s that are smoking, they were smoking for years. It's not like they just started smoking, which is cool.
And that's what, look how long they lived. You see, there's
Yeah,
something going on here.
100%, absolutely.
It
You know,
keeps you alive.
it's crazy. So they're saying here about 10,000 people spent an average of $200 each last week. So,
Hmm.
so we got that. But they're saying if New Jersey had held out, so remember they had a problem where people wouldn't open up the dispensaries because there were micro licenses and things like that.
Right.
But they wanted to grow a whole bunch of them. So check this out. So this is probably why my numbers I thought were inflated because I just kept hearing, just big numbers. This many dispensaries, this many locations should be this much money.
Right.
So they're saying here, if New Jersey had held out to open 100 locations, we might have seen more like 200 million in sales instead of 2 million.
Absolutely.
So that was so that's probably where my mind went a little bit stray.
When do the micro licenses?
There's a whole a lot of people that even put their licenses in still have to hear if they get their license. But let me tell you this right now, and you end it right here. Remember when I said before that I can assure you, the Comics on Cannabis is going to get, and being Asian, it's going to be easier for me that I want dispensaries, like not even just one, but a couple of them. Advocates expect the market will eventually exceed 2 billion a year.
Yeah, they said it was going to rival sports betting.
It's going to beat sports betting.
Could very well.
This is going to beat sports betting, and will exceed over 2 billion a year. I just think about that. Okay, 2 billion a year. I just want a small piece of that. Like a tiny, like you're talking just a tiny piece of that. So I just don't see how anybody. Here's the thing. Let's just be real. It's the next, like, what's his name said it too, not Warren Buffett.
Yeah,
it's the next it's the next trillion. It's the only $1 trillion industry. Trillion.
Yeah, and you're not going to go out of business. It's almost like, okay,
Exactly.
a McDonald's going out of business. Have you ever seen a McDonald's go out of business?
100%.
I mean, it just doesn't happen. So it's never going to happen with this. This can only grow and then peak really high and stay there. it's not going to go down because you're always going to have new people.
It's so true. It's so, but here's, everybody wants to get a piece of it. But you know what the problem is? It's like, if you want a license, the licensing fee is like what, 20 grand? Like 20, 25 grand to get the licensing fee. So that alone, I think that's why there's groups. So there's groups of people that are going to have dispensaries because they're going to have money people. You're gonna have money people. You're gonna have business people.
You're also going to have those
people that run it,
that
people
just buy the license, you know, and then sit on it.
and then no, well, that was a
sell
big
it,
thing
yeah.
too. Yeah, you get the license 25,000, you flip it for like 2 million.
Yep.
You could do that as
Wow,
well.
that's a good idea. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean,
I should fucking do that. Being Asian, I should. No, I think it won't work with me because I can't just flip it. I could flip to another Asian person, but I don't think I could just flip it because there's got to be a caveat of, think about
Not
that.
if it's like liquor license. I know.
exactly.
Because you have to qualify. Like,
You have to qualify for a liquor license.
No, you don't understand.
No, you
don't. Yeah, you do. I think you have to qualify for a liquor license.
Well, I think it goes township by township, and depending on how many licenses each area, you know, releases, and that's up to the township. But they don't really have that many. I mean,
well, what I
restrictions on that.
What I meant with a dispensary is, let's just say I get a license, which is fine. There's a lot of stuff that I have to do here, man. Like, let's say I have to have a brick and mortar. I can't be this close. I can't be XYZ close to a school. I don't think I can have any felonies. I can't have, like, there's certain things that they're very careful with.
Very true.
So let's just say I get a license and I want to flip one. You know what I'm saying? We start a Comics on Cannabis thing and we all realize, Bob and Derek, and we're like, all right, Ed, we got it. Let's flip it this guy wants it for $3 million. I don't think we can all flip it for $3 million and be like, well, here you go. Here's a Comics on Cannabis dispensary. Because they'll be like, well, this guy, you can't just sell it to a guy that's, you know, has like fucking 12 DUIs, that has like, you know what I'm saying? So
no, you can't. But
that's my point. I'm just saying in theory, it's amazing. It's a great business model. But
I could tell you that my sister's godfather, when he moved into town, the first thing he did was buy 3 different liquor licenses, and he held on to them for about 10 years, and then he sold them. He bought them for, I think, like 25 grand, and he sold them for 300 grand a piece. You know, something like 8 or 9. Yeah, but this was like 30 years ago. So, you know what I mean? The money was more valuable, you know, inflation and all.
Yeah.
That. But
yeah.
So if it works that same way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, I'm assuming it that it's still so in its infantile stage, and it's that. But like I said, I'm totally on it, man. There's like I got my hand in so much fucking shit. It's just ridiculous right now, isn't it? Like, like I got my hand in so much fucking shit, whether it be like the film, animation, Comics on Cannabis, it's so much stuff.
50-year-old women.
50-year-old.
Yeah.
Stop, dude.
Do you paint too, like me? Like, I don't do anything. It's unbelievable. It's all about him.
No, hey, look, I'm just saying, there's so much great stuff, right? That's gonna take it to the next level for me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, ever see that movie? The Five Deadly Venoms?
Oh yeah.
You ever see that movie?
No.
5 Deadly Venoms? Yeah, it's like they each have a special power, like Scorpion, or like it's a martial arts movie, but they each have a special power.
One of them grows prettier as he gets older.
Yeah. Oh God, that's like the best superpower that anybody can have.
Up, man! Shut the hell up. Anyway, my point
listen. You're explaining a movie, and this is what you're dating. Stop it. Okay. I mean, it's not real. It's in your fucking mind. You go there and go, I'm just going to go with it. And I love that you just go with it.
Fuck y'all.
It's one of those like kung fu cult classic type things that you used to see on, what was the channel back in the day?
It was on Fox or something, but 5 Deadly Venoms is a great fucking movie. My point is like, I'm all 5 Deadly Venoms. I'm the 6th Venom. I have it all.
There you go.
I do it all. When I did stand up, I did my stand up. Okay, fine. I got that power. I went to film school. I got that power. I did writing. Got that right. I got that power. I'm doing all these fucking things, man, to get myself bigger and better. You know, I don't put my eggs in one basket.
You're bettering yourself and using more.
And the good thing is that you don't put your eggs in one basket because your eggs work, unlike your girl.
You guys are gonna get me in real trouble, man. Like you know that.
Oh,
like,
come on! You don't think she has a sense of humor? Being
yeah,
that
she does, but
you know,
she does. I'm just saying though. It's
God, how many years does she have left? Get a sense of humor.
Jesus.
It's fucking unbelievable.
How ironic that this guy is saying that. Like,
I am not like others, as I
God.
told you before. Thank you.
Yeah, he's God. I forgot. God Levy. You gonna have a shirt made like that, bro?
I'm
God,
probably.
God,
I'm, I'm
probably.
getting one that Bob Levy is a cunt. The people like that one. Somebody made it for me, and it looks good. It's me on the, yeah, it's really good.
No, I'm
I
sure
like
it
it.
is.
I
Um,
like
I,
it.
I was actually I was actually wearing a year months ago when I got when the Levy breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Levy breaks, but that's the play on
Yeah.
word.
Here we go. Yeah. See. Yeah.
Well, it's called a levy. The levy will break, not the Levy.
No. It's Levy.
Yeah,
It's
I get it, but
Levy.
the show was called When the Levy Breaks. It was when the Levy breaks, but it was a play on words with Levy, was it not?
It might have
What
been.
the fuck's a Levy break? What the fuck is explaining what a Levy break is?
You see how you get? You wouldn't be this angry if you were dating a younger
I
girl.
will fucking stab you, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's so. But anyway, I was wearing that. I was wearing that shirt, and
Mhm.
I was at Target, and someone actually pointed to me. He goes, "Hey, that's Bob." And I was surprised that somebody remembered who you were. Number one, but
Yeah. He just tries to be hurtful to all
no,
the elderly people out there. It's amazing. It's like, you know what I mean?
but no, it was But all kidding aside, when he pointed at it, I was like, "Yeah, it's." I remember that. He's like, "Does he still do that show?" And I was like, he doesn't do that show. He does Levy Land. And then I put him on to you. We looked on, we got on our phone. He does Levy Land and stuff. But the truth of the matter is, and I told him go to Comics and Cannabis. He does it with us. I had no idea what even happened to that show. Like
What show?
when the Levy breaks. So
Oh,
I was actually wanting to ask you. I don't know if you want to air it out. I don't know if it makes a difference.
no, it just didn't, you know what I mean? It just, I didn't like the way it was going. I
Really?
just didn't like you know what I mean? They didn't want to do ads. They didn't want to do this. They didn't want to do anything like that. So I didn't want to be bothered, you know? They just did it for fun. I go, you can do it for fun, but I'm not going to the city to do it for fun.
Wow, that's all. It was that simple. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know why.
no, it's like why
I thought it was some more. I'm sorry.
if we're getting all these hits, then why are we not making money
capitalizing.
off it?
Yeah.
And it just didn't make any sense.
Was that the one that was on Syndicate?
No,
That wasn't okay.
no.
Because I don't know. Personally, I just it's a great fucking name for a show for you especially.
Mhm.
It's a great fucking name for a show. But when he asked that, I was just kind of caught off guard because I was like, that's a great question. I never really asked him what happened to that show because I thought it was a great fucking name for a show.
Yeah, it
And I
got
never.
old and I got rid of it, because it was getting really old. And
Mm.
when it gets old, you don't keep something.
Christ, it doesn't stop with this guy. Swear to God.
I'm just saying, it's like, hey, what am I gonna, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, guys, because after this, yeah, she better have a sense of humor. But I think she will if she's going to
Oh,
see this.
come on.
Yeah, I know she will. You know what, Bob? I want you to meet her. You have to meet her, dude.
I
Now,
will meet her.
now
Okay.
it's a must.
Make sure
Well,
she
I
has
got to
your
meet her
teeth.
soon, I guess, right?
You got to meet her soon. A lot of stuff going on, and she knows a lot about you. I actually talk about you, believe it or not.
Oh, I bet you do.
I
Fella.
do. I fucking pimp you up because you're a good dude and you're funny as fuck.
Thank you.
But outside of that, guys, this was a great show. I had a really good time with this one.
This is fun. This is fun. It's just an easy hang.
This was a good one, and I just once again thank everybody for listening and enjoying the show. Um, we're making a bigger push for this. You guys will see it more, bombarded by it. But
I'm
I hope
excited about that.
I hope you enjoy what's about to come. We thank you for listening. There are
And it isn't her.
you know, off of that, guys, we understand. We value your choice for letting us share our lives with you. We know you listen in your car, at work, online. We appreciate it. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the views, the downloads on Buzzsprout. It means a lot to us. Continue to hang out with us. Please do. Go to comicsoncannabis.com. Enjoy that. Follow us on Instagram at comicsoncannabis. Until next time, thanks for listening and smoke happy, guys.
Yee. Bye-bye.